Next, let's talk about how to use the idea generator. Let's say you don't have any ideas for where to start with your keyword research. So this is a good place to start and get your basically your creative juices going and really thinking about your marketing. So what you want to do here is inside of the suggest keyword tools, suggest keyword tool, you can just click on the ideas button right here and it'll bring up the idea generator. So what you want to do is just basically fill in these words, fill in these text boxes, I should say, with your main keyword that you're sort of your niche that you want to be working around. So you do need to have an idea of sort of your niche. So, but you really want to find these extra long-term keywords that you would never even dream of before. So here's how you want to do it. So let's say, for example, let's put wedding in here. You can do a plural as well, weddings. You can put a date, say 2019, and then you can have a region. Now, a region can be anything. So, like, for example, like New York could be, I don't know, my backyard. It could be upstairs. You know, it's any sort of region. It can be anything you can imagine that can be sort of an area sort of thing. So it can be a country, it can be a city, it can be whatever you want. But let's just put New York for now, for example purposes. And then what happens is as you're typing in here, it'll automatically fill out all of these keyword phrase ideas that you can search with. And you can see that they all have this little asterisk in it. And that's where the auto suggest feature of the suggest keywords tool will replace that with the alphabet or whatever you select in the range. You can select A to Z or AA to ZZ or the numbers 0 to 9. And that's what will be replaced inside of that asterisk. So you can look down here, you got how, you got a whole bunch of different categories. So you can collapse them all. You can see all the different ones you got, like Market Watch is blank, a good stock to buy. And then you see the year, you span them all here. And basically by filling in these, it fills in all these, you know, for kids in New York, you see in the region, that's where a region was being used. Weddings, best and top, promos and coupons. There's just so many different ideas you can go through here. Let's just go to the top, and when you want to use one of these options, you just double click and it brings it over to your search list. And then once you're done, you can add a whole bunch of them if you want. And once you're done, you click OK, and it adds it in here, and they're all comma separated. But I just want to show the first one like that, and just click Start. And now it's going in and it is finding words to do with how blank wedding. So it's putting the alphabet. You can see right here where the asterisk was. Now we've got how wedding rings work, how wedding registries work, how wedding rings are made, like all these different ideas that we would never thought of. And, you know, to keep in mind, if you're running like an e-commerce store and you're doing wedding stuff or you want to do wedding stuff, what you can do is you can come in to the sources and deselect those and go to e-commerce and do Google Shopping, see Amazon, eBay, Alibaba, AliExpress, Etsy, Target, Walmart, all of those. And now we can try that how-to wedding off of these sources. Now we're getting these keywords that are coming specifically from e-commerce stores. And so if you're doing an e-commerce store on weddings and you need some ideas of what products you should do, this is a really, really amazing way to do that. So I let it run there, and we got a whole bunch of extra stuff that we probably would have never thought of. So pretty awesome how we made wedding stories. It's pretty neat by looking at these awesome long-term keywords. So now you can go in and get search volume and get extra data. So that's just a really good way of trying to figure out what you want to do or what kind of keyword research you want to do. It just gives you another tool here per se that you can use to find all these different ideas. And I mean, it goes on and on and on here, and you can really start to pinpoint stuff like looking weddings versus something, or like, let's just delete all this out here. Let's say you're into, fishing or something like that, how to fishing, and like fishing something under 100, top 10 fishing, and so many different ideas you can get with this. It's just endless amount of ideas. And so this will really get your ideas going, and you'll start uncovering keywords that you would have never dreamed of. So that's a really good tool to use, and when we love building it for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.